Chip.
10 damn days. And all I got to show for it is shoes and shows and chauffeurs with road rage. To the same damn ad lib, always. Still gotta let him in, no practice. Still gotta burn him in, no lacking. Still a lot of jams, nigga, no Jackson. No Jordan, we toe tagging. I take it to the land where the lake made of sand and the milk don't pour and the honey don't dance and the money ain't yours. That's just the red pill. Got a blue and a handful of Advils. I'm the new nitty. Fuck it, nitty, the old me. So I'ma tell the buyer what Nitty told me.
I got that I got that goddamn. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. Pimp slapping, toe tagging. I'm just trying to fight the man. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
Alright, guys.
Alright, well, little of a weird situation here. We're using Micah's iPhone instead of our typical mic.
Why do we have to talk about that? We're very limited in time. Do we have time to go over this?
We're just saying. Just saying. Michael fucked up.
Yeah, I fucked up. I left my laptop at home.
Listen, this didn't work. I was about to Kurt Cobain myself because I just don't get how you forget. What is it?
No, in his defense,
14?
he had to do a lot of shit before he left. In his defense, so
Do you have a book bag?
sometimes you're doing.
Do you have
Sometimes
a
you're
book bag?
doing.
Yeah,
Wait.
I have a book bag. You know I have a book bag. Why you asking
So when you left,
You were riding your
And-
bike like.
No, I
my
wasn't.
bag is kind of light
Because,
right now.
because here's the thing, I usually ride my bike, and every time I'm not fucking Dora the Explorer, I don't always have my book bag on me everywhere I ride my bike.
That is true.
So why would I think, hey, I haven't been here in so long. It didn't occur to me that, hey, I need my laptop. Maybe I forgot. Haven't been here in like a month, right?
Man.
there is no excuse. There is no excuse.
Whatever, man.
Anyway,
There is no excuse.
Micah said that we didn't talk about the NBA Finals last time, which I don't remember. I thought we did.
We didn't. It's how long ago it was.
We actually didn't.
We didn't.
I
So,
remember the second round.
We talked about.
No, we
were up to the finals.
We were up to the finals.
But the finals didn't start yet. Because you know why? We didn't mention anything about cramping in any of our podcasts. And we would.
You sure?
I'm positive. 100% positive. So anyway.
I don't know, man. I feel like we were in the middle of the NBA Finals, maybe.
No, we were not.
I don't think we were. But this shows a very, very, very unprofessionalism. Very, not having our shit together, and not knowing.
The
what
last
talking
one
about,
we
what
did
didn't
was
talk
like
about.
3 weeks ago.
No.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago.
Was?
It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but 3 weeks ago the finals just ended.
When
We were in this. I'm telling you guys.
We weren't in- we were past- I know we were past
We
the second
either
round.
in the second round or we were going into
No.
the Eastern Conference
We
or
were
Western
no, the
Conference.
Eastern
we
Conference
passed
Finals
that
already
too.
finished.
Yeah, we
Eastern
passed
Conference
that
already
already.
finished. It did. Anyway, forget it.
whatever.
Spurs won
in 5.
in 5. Spurs are the best team in
Dominated.
basketball.
Yeah.
Dominant. Just a dominant display of basketball. And I want to say this. I want to explain how great the Spurs are, but in no way taken away from the greatness of LeBron. Because a lot of people were just hating on LeBron, and honestly, like when the Heat lost to the Mavs in 2011, I think LeBron deserved all his criticism.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I don't see how LeBron deserves any criticism. He did everything he could,
He did. He tried.
possibly.
It was
humanly
basically
possible.
almost like Cleveland Cavaliers when
Exactly.
they played, when he
I
was
mean,
with the Cleveland
and
Cavaliers.
it's funny
Yeah.
how the scrutiny and the shots LeBron took in 2011, Dwayne Wade's not taking those shots, and Dwayne Wade played horrible during the series. Probably the worst. Actually, no, the worst series he's actually ever played.
It was definitely like the worst series
is
I ever seen
this
him
series. So I mean, he took no criticism at all, which I
He
think
did
is
not.
fine. I'm just saying, people need to chill with the LeBron.
play. I mean,
hate.
what happened to Mario Chalmers?
I'm out.
He's your starting point guard. Like,
First of all, the reason why Dwayne Wade or Mario Chalmers don't anybody else because they're not fucking LeBron James. They're not the Michael
That's
Jordan
true,
of our
but you
era.
still need-
I
I
agree.
mean,
they
I
joined.
agree.
They made the big three because each
everybody
each
knew.
of them needed help.
But
though.
I
Yeah.
agree. But here's the thing. I understand what you're saying. I agree. You're right. He's not on the same level as LeBron. All I'm saying is, I'm not even saying the same level of scrutiny or the same level of criticism, but some criticism. I haven't heard anybody say, "Hey,
Because it's not.
Not only that, but how about the fact that, hey, Wade, you're about to make $20 million?
Yeah.
Tony Parker only made $12 million this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to make $20 million. You're not better than Tony Parker. Why should you be making $20 million this next
Healthy,
year?
I think he is. Healthy, he is.
Healthy?
No, but that's the thing. He
Parker
was healthy. He was. That's the funny thing. He was healthy.
He looked.
That is as healthy as he's gonna get.
He looked out of shape.
At this point in his age,
He looked
just
out of
as
shape.
healthy as he's
He looked
gonna
out of
get.
shape.
That's age. There's two different. There's age and there's health. Age you can't fuck with.
They
Health,
were saying
you
how
can.
his face, you could see his face was a little like,
Dude,
like
here's the
puffy.
thing. Here's the thing that's so funny. Wade didn't play half the season at the expense of LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
So how, after all
How
that
you
rest,
not working out?
you should
be
ready, good to go. What happened? Like he was not. And I'm not coming out hard on him or anything. I'm just saying.
If anybody,
the hate on LeBron
if
is
anything,
ridiculous.
Dwayne Wade should have had the most rest out of everybody.
He should have been the most ready out of and honestly, it was at the expense of LeBron that he took all that rest because LeBron had to burn himself out in the regular season when he really should have been
He
resting
had to get
himself.
them there.
So by the time finals came around, he was burnt out already.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm burnt out. Nigga, help me! Like I'm in the finals. I got you. I got us here. It's your time to show up, and he didn't, and he got no criticism for that. And I think that's not fair. And I think that honestly, he shouldn't get $20 million. He should opt out if he wants.
He has to
good,
opt out if they want to get extra. If they want to get a good player in free agency, he has to
I
opt
don't
out.
even want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. I personally don't.
But yeah, I mean,
because they're all going back. As much as I would like him to leave,
No, but
I actually
they're
think
all
he should leave.
if Dwayne
Miami.
Wade, if Dwayne Wade and Bosh don't opt out, I think LeBron will definitely leave.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
They need another player though, in order for them to sign a big name player.
They're going to opt out so he can come back.
He's coming back.
Personally, I don't think he should.
I mean, I think he should only because I don't like.
Why?
I don't like the legacy of him being a gun for hire, like a mercenary who just goes around chasing.
I think to make his legacy
what
it should be,
go back.
He should go back to Cleveland.
I agree. I just think he should do that.
I think that's what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say.
The thing is, Cleveland doesn't have.
Cleveland is still rebuilding.
They don't have a team.
They just got a bunch of young players. They don't
have the team there yet.
And Kyrie Irving.
But you think if LeBron goes back, let's say he did. Let's say by the gracious of his heart he went back. You don't think people are now going to look, and you think Dan Brown and all these people are not going to be like, okay, you know what, we fucked up last time.
Dan Brown.
Who's
Dan
Brown?
Gilbert, you mean? Dan Gilbert?
Dan Gilbert.
Who the fuck is Dan Brown?
I don't know his
He was
fucking
combining Dan Gilbert and Mike Brown together.
I don't know this white guy, this white owner's name.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever his name is. He knows he fucked up the first time.
He has sent a really bad letter to LeBron.
A really bad letter.
And he has the
really
infamous, we're going to win a championship before LeBron and all that.
And I don't know
he knows he fucked up. If he had the chance to get him back now, he would do whatever he has to
put on his
do.
ass kissing pants.
But why
Put
wouldn't
on
he?
your pants. I'm getting ready to suck.
But I mean, that's like the letter. Thing about words is words could sometimes be maybe taken out of context. A letter
is you're
so
sitting down.
direct.
Wait. Let's just say something right here. Nobody writes letters anymore. We text, we send emails, whatever on the phone. A letter consists of you sitting down, your hands cramping out with a pen and ink and paper. That's
such an intimate affair. I'm just saying.
Nobody does that anymore.
Nobody does a letter.
Write letters. Nobody does that. Simple text. That's it.
Still write letters.
Nobody writes letters to Reese. If you write letters to Reese.
I haven't wrote a letter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nobody writes letters.
Letters.
Maybe grandmas, great grandmas, old ass ladies that don't have phones to text.
I don't think he's going back to Cleveland now. He's probably going to go back and end his career.
But why? See, here's the thing about that, and that's totally fine. But I just feel like it would mean so much. I think even to him, if he was able to go back to Cleveland and win something, if he goes at the end of his career,
he's still going to be. But
I don't think
it's funny because you think that LeBron at the end of his career is not going to be. I still think LeBron. And I say end of his career. I mean, after he signs an extension with Heat for however long for the next 4 years.
How old is he?
LeBron's going to be 30.
He's 30.
He's gonna be 30. He's gonna be 30.
So he does what? A 4 or 5 year contract.
He's only 30, 35,
35. At 35, I still think he's gonna be good. That's me. I still think LeBron's gonna be good at 35. So I mean, I think he can go back to Cleveland if Cleveland.
And even when he goes back to Cleveland, he could have won already like 2 more championships.
That's fine.
And
that's
honestly,
cool.
it's not like
what
he
about
needs
winning
to
one
win.
in Cleveland?
Yeah, all he needs to do is win one in Cleveland. If he
Yeah.
wins one, that's it. I think everybody's like, yo, you brought a championship.
Yeah, but
to Cleveland.
let's okay. How long you?
But,
I mean, not saying that they won't get pieces.
I have to say
or they
this.
won't have
I don't think Cleveland's ever going to win a championship.
No, and honestly, Cleveland did a horrible job
because we don't know what's going to happen in 5 years from now.
Danny Ferry did a horrible job at bringing talent around LeBron when he was in Cleveland. Horrible job. Probably the worst job you've seen for any GM.
They took him for granted.
Exactly. So when he left, I was like, I wasn't upset that he. I was upset he did the way he did. I was upset he left because to me, they didn't do enough to ensure that he's there for that many seasons. Do enough to make sure that he wins. Like, you look at the way the Lakers treated Kobe Bryant. They always make sure they're getting talent around him.
I mean,
he didn't get enough talent around him at all.
Dude, not to say that he didn't get enough talent, but the man literally did go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
On his back.
He did go to
on his back because he
did lose to a great.
That's why he's the greatest player in the NBA.
What happened to the Cleveland Cavaliers after he left? They had the single worst season of any sports franchise in sports history after he left. What does that tell you? That tells you that when he was there, you take one player out, and all of a sudden a team that went deep into the playoffs one year is the worst team in the history of sports the next year? What happened? What happened? What's missing there? That means that team was that bad with him, and that really speaks to how good he is. Like he was able to take that group of bums deep into the playoffs. I mean, come on. I'm not here. It's not about bigging up LeBron or whatever. One thing that get lost out of this is how great the Spurs were this year, and nobody's talking about, and how great the Spurs could be next year, and how, in my opinion, now I can say without anybody arguing with me,
you're
really.
A Spurs fan?
No. That Duncan is better than Kobe Bryant. And I think that can be said. He has 5 rings, Kobe has 5 rings, and right now, who's the more productive player?
Well,
and I think if Kobe wouldn't have won those first 3 without Shaq, Kobe couldn't win those first 3.
I have arguments. I mean,
and then the next 2 he won, he had 2 big dudes on his team.
He did. I mean, I give those next 2 to him though. I do give those. He was the best player on those teams. I give those next 2 to him. First year, I still give them 2. I give him the 5 championships. I'm just saying, 5 and 5. If it was me and I'm picking between Kobe and I'm starting to see, I'm picking between Kobe and Duncan. I'm picking Duncan. That's just me. I think Duncan is better than Kobe. That's just my opinion.
It's like saying...
It's really hard to argue that.
Yeah, it's like saying Sugar Ray Robinson is better than Muhammad Ali.
I think you can argue that.
No, you can't.
I think you can argue that.
I don't think you can argue that Sugar Ray Robinson is better than...
Cannot.
I think that's...
No. Sugar Ray is better than Muhammad Ali?
Yeah. No, I don't think Duncan is... Who is Duncan? Sugar Ray Robinson in that? I don't think so. I think maybe that's like arguing Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali. But
no, because those are in the same class.
All right,
Tim Duncan's a power forward.
What I'm saying,
Kobe Bryant's a shooting guard.
Oh, you're saying 2 different.
I
would just say if you had to draft, you were in a draft, who would you draft?
I'd probably still take Kobe.
No, I wouldn't.
Just
for my team, I wouldn't. For individual stats, maybe you take Kobe. But if I wanted a great team player who's gonna make my team better right away, I'm taking Duncan. Duncan brings so much more to the table. He brings rebounding, he brings low post scoring, he brings great passing, he brings great one-on-one defense. I mean, great team defense. I take Duncan. That's just me. But I mean, I can see it going the other way.
Personally, this is not surprising, though. It wasn't surprising. This finals wasn't surprising.
I thought they were going to put up more of a fight. I mean, 5 games.
You knew after the cramp. And this
because they won the next game after that, didn't they?
They did. But honestly, it's funny because the first two games are the first two games are the only games I think where Miami had a chance. Like the first game, if LeBron didn't get the cramp, he stayed in. I keep saying, I'm pretty sure they were up by 2 when he went out, right?
They were up.
He scored a layup.
Yeah.
He got the cramp. They were up by 2. If he
why
stays in, they might have won that game.
The
They
reason
win the
why I
second
say
game
that is because the moment he left,
is when they
everything went to kaput.
Yeah.
So
If he
if
stays
LeBron, if LeBron is one person playing against really 12 guys, imagine he can't keep it up. So eventually he's going to, and like I said this before, the Spurs last year had their heart ripped out of their chest, and they were not going to let that happen.
No, they weren't.
This year.
They weren't. But
Okay.
the question, I don't think anybody, I thought the Spurs were going to win the series, but I don't think anybody had the, like, I said I didn't know
I said
7
Spurs.
games, but I thought like the Spurs had the edge because of what happened last year. I didn't think it'd be so clean. And Miami just, like, the rest of the team just collapsed. Like, the bench disappeared. Mario Chalmers just, I don't know where he was. APB out. Amber Alert out on Mario Chalmers. Gone. Wade didn't show up. Bosch was Bosch.
Yeah.
Bosch was Bosch.
Bosch was doing what he usually does.
Exactly. He's mediocre.
Yeah.
Basically, like kind of like just mediocre. LeBron was LeBron. LeBron played his game. He scored 30, scored 20, high 20s, 30 points, had his rebounds, had his assists. He played a pretty solid series. Not his best series. I would say a pretty good series.
That's what the Spurs wanted. That's what the one thing I've always learned when it comes to teams.
The thing is,
they use the Kobe Bryant / Phoenix Suns Kobe Bryant thing.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that the Spurs basically let LeBron do what not that he do what he want, but it was like, LeBron, you're gonna get your 30, right? But they didn't even, like, against the Thunder, they didn't say LeBron, they didn't say Durant you get their 30. They said Durant get your 30, Westbrook get your 30, the rest of the team can't score. Against the Heat, they said LeBron get your 30, rest of the team can't score. That's basically what they said. They only have to worry about one player in this series. Last series in the Thunder, they had to worry about 2 players. So the Heat just didn't come through. One thing I will say, though, is I do believe that if any other team from the West played in the finals, I do think the Heat would win. Because I don't think the rest of the teams in the West are as stacked as
the Thunder is kind of like the same way. It's basically Durant, Westbrook taking turns. You know,
and that way, that's the way the Heat would rather you play.
Yeah.
Because the Heat can't guard. They couldn't guard everybody. But they can, as a team, like, put together and guard the rest of the Thunder. Like, the rest of the Thunder don't really suck. They don't really pose a threat. Who else on the Thunder can really score like that?
Yeah. Did you hear about the Kevin Durant tweeting about the Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
Because somebody said that
and I said
Larry
that.
Bird Larry Bird traded
He
for
traded Kawhi Leonard for George Hill. And then the argument was, and I agree with this, I believe wholeheartedly that Kawhi Leonard is better than Paul George. I do.
I mean, but I gotta agree with Durant. It does help that he's in Spurs system with Greg Popovich.
I agree.
It does help.
Let me tell you something.
I agree.
You know how Boris Diaw. Okay.
It does help.
Boris Diaw.
But I'm not gonna say he doesn't deserve MVP because he does.
I agree. But here's the difference. Look at a lot of Kawhi Leonard's plays where he was actually making impacts. It wasn't like they were running plays for Kawhi Leonard. All Greg Popovich did was say, Kawhi Leonard, be more aggressive. 2 words, 3 words, be more aggressive. That's it. And all of a sudden, he started hitting a bunch of shots.
You fought it? I hope you didn't fight.
Sorry, I have saturated studio.
That's disgusting.
Sorry, man.
I had. So anyway, yeah, I think Kawhi Leonard is better than Paul George. I take him over Paul George.
Nah.
I think he's a better defender. I think offensively he has more.
But who knows? How do you think Paul George might be in the Greg Popovich Spurs system?
Probably phenomenal.
No, I don't think so.
You don't know that.
You
don't know that.
Maybe,
you don't know
maybe.
that.
I just think Kawhi Leonard.
You don't know that.
To me, that sounded like.
I would take Kawhi. I would take Kawhi Leonard because he's like.
To me, that sounded like
big.
That sounded
like defensively.
The sidelines.
Durant,
you got knocked out.
Durant was
Kawhi
tight.
Leonard played great against you.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, like, Spurs knocked you out. You tight.
Yeah.
You tight.
I think Durant's like a little tight, so I think Durant's tight.
You know what?
Oh, yeah, he just won MVP.
You know what? Well, nobody's going to say
lost.
this, but I think I mentioned this before. This is Durant's 7th season or 8th season, I'm not sure. But I know that when it was LeBron's 7th season and he didn't win a championship, the Crows were out.
Yep.
The Crows were out. They were attacking him. They were like, yo, hard, too. You don't got a championship, you don't got a ring, all type of shit to get at him, right? No, I don't want to hear that. Durant is an MVP winner. He won the MVP. He won the MVP, and he didn't get. How many years have he been going into the playoffs? He can't win a champ this year. Yo, what's the excuse this year? What's the excuse this year? What's the excuse this year?
He's not. Listen, I don't care what anything.
What does that mean? He's not LeBron. What does that mean?
It's like saying.
What does that mean? So hold on. So LeBron's way better than him.
At least Durant got Westbrook. If LeBron had Westbrook,
don't they put? From what I hear, they put LeBron and LeBron and Durant as the 2 best players in the NBA.
That's fine,
right? Same tier. Why can't they be held to the same standards then? That's my question.
It won't be.
Why not?
It won't be because LeBron is the Michael Jordan of our era. He's supposed to be hated on and talked about.
Michael Jordan was not hated on.
But Michael Jordan gave Kevin Durant praise, saying that he's going to be better than Kobe and LeBron.
He did. And a lot of people
Michael Jordan said that.
That's a lot of high praise.
Fine.
A lot of people say that. So if Michael Jordan says that, how come he's not being held to that standard? And then you see the new Nike commercial, the baddest. The baddest ain't got a ring.
That's fine.
The baddest. The whole thing about the baddest. He's a bad.
He's not LeBron.
The baddest don't got a ring. And the baddest has had more talent on his team than LeBron ever had in Cleveland.
That's cool.
And he cannot get a ring. And he's not like he hasn't been to he hasn't been to that point. He's been to the finals. He's been to the Western Conference Finals countless times. Does not have a ring. At one point do we start getting critical of him? At what point do we say, hey, how come you don't got a ring? Why don't you change your game? Why don't you gain some weight and get a post up? Like, why are you shooting so much? Like, at what point do you start criticizing him?
It's never going to happen.
And I think that's bullshit. That is bullshit. It's a double standard of the highest form.
Because to me, LeBron is the spokesman for the NBA. All right, he's the face of what they want when it comes to greatness. Kevin Durant is good. He's great. He's an MVP player, but he's not LeBron. He's not. You're never gonna hear that about Kevin Durant. You might hear it a little bit, but you're not gonna hear it like you would hear from LeBron. I'm not bothered. Like, here's the thing. I just seen when they was talking about LeBron and when he lost to Dallas, and he was like, how does it feel to have everybody hate you? And he's like, I totally get it now. Like, people hate.
I totally get it now?
LeBron. It was in an interview after he lost to Dallas.
You said he gets it now? What do you mean?
Like, he understands. Like, for him, he knows that he's that guy.
I understand. Yeah.
Kevin Durant is not that guy.
I'm not even saying, and this is the same thing we had before. We were talking about Wade. I'm not saying that Durant should suffer the same amount of criticism or the same level.
About why is he not getting?
I'm saying why is he getting any criticism?
It's just
come on, any criticism. I'm not saying that you have to fucking go as hard as you do against LeBron, but can somebody try to article and say, maybe, hey, what's up with Kevin Durant? Hasn't won a championship, like still ringless. Like, I haven't seen no articles as to how come you can't get it done. That's my question.
People like him.
Is that there were exactly,
people like him
and
more
that's
than
the
LeBron.
bullshit. That's the bullshit because honestly, it's not about the game anymore. It's about he's humble. He's a nice personality. He's humble. So we're not gonna go hard at him. Like, that's bullshit to me. That is bullshit to me because it should be about basketball. And if basketball wise he can't get it done, basketball wise LeBron couldn't get it done. We crucify him. Basketball wise, Durant can't get it done with more talent on his team. Nobody even mentions him. Nobody even talks about him. No stories about how come he can't get it done. I think that's bullshit. That's just me.
Yeah, he goes to the Eastern team. He probably will.
That's true.
What?
If he goes to the East, Durant.
Probably would. Probably would.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
If he goes on like a Bulls team, if he goes on a Bulls team, you don't think he'll be there?
That he's gonna win a championship?
Yeah.
Now he goes deep and then he gets to the final. I do think that if he plays against LeBron, he doesn't win a championship. If he plays against the Spurs, those are two teams I think he cannot solve.
Well, he only has to worry about the Spurs for what, another 2 more years like that?
Are we doing this again? Are we really going to do this again? Are we really going to say, oh, the Spurs are going to be done next year, 2 years? After they won, are we really... The Spurs are immortal.
Years.
They're immortal. They are immortal. They are immortal. They are the White Walkers from Game of Thrones.
Wait, you think even after Duncan,
they'll find
Ginobili,
a way to get it done. They'll find a way to get it done.
You know what's funny?
What if Greg Popovich retires as coach?
That's another thing.
Then you might have to be worried. But Greg Popovich said he's not gonna retire.
If Duncan leaves, he's not gonna retire.
I don't know. But before the season ended,
sometimes you gotta be like, it's like you say, it's a stressful job. Sometimes
it is, but I mean, I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, give it 2 years, Duncan might retire.
Give it 2 years, 2 more years,
a couple of years. You never
Especially if they win another one. Why am I?
It's like I can
keep winning.
Retire.
I'm done. Winning, fuck that. I'm going back. I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Fuck it.
Or he could be like what Phil Jackson doing as president of Spurs operation.
Maybe, yeah.
Speaking of president,
free agency talk?
I know you're happy.
About what?
Your guy is leaving.
Who? Melo?
Yep.
I mean, I read a report today that said that the Knicks are optimistic that he's going to stay, which is, the Knicks are playing politics. Like, behind the scenes, they think they want, not that they want Melo, they want him to leave so they have to spend a lot of money on that, like, $130 contract.
Yeah.
But, like, to the public, they're saying, yeah, we want Melo to stay, and we're optimistic he's going to stay. They know he's not going to stay. They're just trying to make it seem like they want him to stay, but I'm pretty sure they know he's not going to stay. Phil Jackson, I don't think deep down wants Melo to stay because he knows that if you bring Melo back, you're going to have $30 million contract on a 30-year-old player who's great, but he ain't LeBron, he ain't Durant. So do you really want to spend that much money on Melo? I say no. I don't think so. I mean, I'm happy about that. I'm not extremely excited about sending Chandler away, but the reason I'm not upset about it is because I don't think Chandler's health is great. I think he has health problems.
I'm gonna give you a name. Zach Randolph.
He already resigned.
And he's getting his extension.
No. But the reason why is because, if I'm not mistaken, was he or was Eddie Curry? It was Eddie Curry.
It was Eddie Curry on the Knicks.
Zach Randolph was on the Knicks also.
He was. But why did they traded him? Because of something.
Yeah, but Zach Randolph was like he had like behavioral issues.
He couldn't get along with He couldn't get along with people.
You guys have a tendency
they do, but I don't see that happening with Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler is one of those players where he's a younger player, yeah. Tyson Chandler's kind of old already, and Tyson Chandler's not going to all of a sudden get a post game. That's not going to happen.
But I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is that he might just... I've seen so many times where the Knicks, they have this person...
I know what you're talking about. I know what you do. You're talking to me. I know what you're talking about. I can name you 5 players right now who were once on the Knicks, left, and they're great. David Lee, one of them. Like, you can keep going down the list. All I'm saying is I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening with Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler's going to be good, but he's not going to all of a sudden be fucking one of the best centers in the NBA.
No, I'm not even saying that, but I'm saying in the fact of, like, I have this odd feeling that he's going back to Dallas, and he's just going to
play well. Yeah, I hope he does. Honestly, I wish him all the best. I just don't think he's going to be, like, he's not going to get any better at this point in his career, right? So, like, he's going to do what he usually does, which is all right, and it's what the Mavs need. But for the Knicks need low post scoring, and he's not giving you that. So, I have no problem with it, really.
All I know is, once this, I don't expect anything big this year from the off season.
I will say this: if LeBron was a gun for hire, I know where he'd go.
He's not going to LA.
No, but I know where. If he was a mercenary, he'd go to Houston.
Oh yeah,
think so.
Oh yeah, Houston can sign him with keeping Howard, with keeping Harden.
They already traded Ashik.
They did?
They traded Ashik to the Pelicans.
They said that basically
they're getting ready to trade Lynn.
And they said once they do that, they can sign him to a contract and keep Howard. I don't know how they can do this, but they said they can keep Howard, Harden and Chandler Parsons.
I don't think it would work though.
And then sign another player.
I don't think it's sign another player.
Max Dill?
But they could keep Chandler Parsons.
I think Dwight Howard wants Chandler Parsons.
I think everybody should want Chandler Parsons. Is a great player. But if you have LeBron James on that team, I mean, that's a crazy team. That's not going to happen, and I don't want it. It's not good for the NBA.
I don't think he would go. Actually, I actually don't think he would go.
The West is.
No, not even. Just a simple fact that because that won't be his team. Like that would not be his team at all. And I think he wants. Whose team is it gonna be? I think he wants.
Well, whose team would it be?
Whose team is it gonna be? Harden?
No.
Don't make me laugh.
Here's the thing.
Don't make me laugh.
No. Here's the thing.
Whose team was it gonna be then?
What I'm trying to say is like it's
not
gonna.
Really,
no.
You're not. Whose team is it gonna be? If it's not gonna be his team, whose team is it gonna be?
No, it's gonna be like a team, but it's not gonna be LeBron's team. Like Miami is LeBron's team.
It's gonna be his team, bro. It's gonna be his team.
They said that when LeBron first came to Miami, it's Wade's team.
The only difference.
No, see, I'm not even giving anybody like.
You're saying it's not gonna be Harden's team. It's not gonna be Howard's team. It's just gonna be a complete team.
It's gonna be a complete team, but that's what LeBron wants. LeBron doesn't want to do the heavy lifting. He was upset about doing all the heavy lifting in Miami. That's what he wants. He's not gonna have to do all the heavy lifting. I think that's what he wants.
If he could just focus on defense and passing and
score
a
little bit, he'll be he wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Those are two things, like defense and passing. I think he's gonna be able to do that late in his career. He's not gonna be neat. And if he goes to a situation in Cleveland late in his career where they already have a proven scorer, and all he has to do is just pass the ball sometimes and play great defense.
Yeah.
And I mean, other than that, and do cut to the rim, he's gonna be fine. All right. I think we've talked enough about basketball.
Anybody be on IGN lately? I know it was a couple of things. Can't really remember.
How about we talk about this? Your man over here. I mean, this happened a while ago, but thought to talk about it. Thought it was funny that he did this, and I think we should have a conversation about different techniques or different approaches to situations. We're at the bus stop the other day, and a good-looking girl walked by. And me personally, when I see a good-looking girl, I just say, "Oh, it's a good-looking girl" in my head, and like you just good-looking girl. This doesn't cause me to have an outburst anyway, outwardly, or like have a violent damn you look good, damn she is fucking sexy, damn I wouldn't do that because it just don't make sense to me. Like I'm just gonna say, "Oh, she looks good." Like it's a little bit dramatic. God damn, it looks sexy.
Yo,
she's so
he did that.
sexy. Yo, that happens. And then when I talk to him about it, he's like, "What? What's the problem? What's the problem? I think she's sexy. I'm gonna let her know she's sexy."
I don't see the problem. I really don't honestly see the problem in that.
I just think
you have to be discreet,
I
man.
think you gotta be more discreet with it, man.
God damn!
Why?
She bad.
Why?
She bad.
Let me tell you something. Though. When a girl puts, there are times when girls put on certain
you gotta
outfits.
Contain yourself.
There are sometimes when girls put on certain outfits and they want a reaction. Sometimes it's more than what they want, but they still want a reaction.
Yeah, I don't think they want you to say.
It's not like the girl.
Damn, you look sexy.
It's not like the girl looked at me and ran away in horror. She just kept casually walking. She probably felt nice that someone had the time and decency to look and be like,
another guy.
I don't know if she felt nice that some nigga at the bus stop was like, damn, you look sexy, girl.
Well, I don't think she would be fucking mad. I don't think she would be happy if I said, damn, bitch, you fucking ugly.
So fucking sexy.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it's a problem that
I don't think it's a problem. I'm just saying
that she
could have been more discreet.
You should have been like,
Fuck
it must
that.
be.
I'm
it
always
must be
discreet.
Never discreet, man.
I'm always discreet. Trust me.
It must be jelly because jam don't shake like that.
Exactly. How about that?
In a crowded movie theater.
Yeah, when you said that was a funny.
In a
funny story.
In a crowded movie theater.
In a crowded movie theater, a girl with a fat ass walks in. The Reese
Trust me, I've heard worse in weirder places. So, I mean, right? I think saying something like that, it's funny,
It's funny.
It's not like, damn,
No,
that's
that was
kind
bad. I
of
mean-
have a problem there.
I think
Like,
what-
it's not like I said, I want to sniff your fucking seat at when you get up or some shit like that. Like, that's being too much. And I know people that would say that shit.
I know somebody who would say that shit also.
So,
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Wouldn't say that.
Wait, let me ask you a question. So if Salma Hayek was sitting on a chair, she got up. You would like smell the seat?
no, I would not smell the
Yeah,
seat.
you would. Yeah, you would.
I'd rather
Yeah, you
smell
would.
her asshole.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Salma Hayek.
Oh my God.
It's Salma Hayek.
You said you licked the feces off her vagina. You said that.
What?
When she
What?
she says that
What?
and from
She says
that from dusk till dawn. She
dawn.
goes, "I want you to lick the feces off my pussy," and Dree's like, "I'll do that."
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't recall
Oh,
this.
by the way, I don't recall this.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, by the way,
Oh my God.
what do you call it? Have you made a decision on orange juice? Because we were about to tell it last time.
Nope.
Because remember, he took an extra
Yeah, he did. You said extra poem.
extra poem last time. Wait,
Why do you have a Jewish star in your
is
hand?
that a Star of David?
I said Jewish star.
Why do you have the Star of David?
I said Jewish star.
Because I haven't started David.
Are you?
What?
Are you,
Oh, yo. Because I have a star. Like, that's a good enough
like, that's
reason?
like, oh,
I got
are
a
you
Star of David.
converting?
What?
Are you converting?
Yes, I'm converting. Yes.
Well, obviously, you got a Star of David. Is that
Did
like
you find
Is
it?
that like an earring Star of David?
Yeah, I found it. It's kind of cool.
Yo, I can see Derice converting.
I do. There used to be
Anyway.
a black. Remember there was a black Jew at Madison? A
Was
black
there?
Jewish teacher
Oh.
at Madison.
Oh, wait, black Jewish teacher.
It was.
I don't know about the black Jewish teacher.
I think
There's a
so.
black Jewish teacher in Madison?
Yeah,
I
man.
remember
it was.
black.
I
Was
remember
there a
the
black?
Jamaican.
Wait,
David, was it Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Jacob.
Mr. Jacob. I
Yeah.
remember him.
he was a
He was
Jew.
a Rastafari.
No, I'm telling you, there was an actual
He's a
black.
Rastafari.
There was a black
Oh.
Jewish guy, different black Jewish guy. Anyway, that's who you'd be.
I bet you there's a little Jewish kid that's just like,
Where is it? Yo, I feel like you
Where is it? Oh
went
my
up to a little
God.
Jewish kid and stole it from him. Bro.
hey man, I like that. I like that Star David.
like that
you
little
got
Star
there.
David pendant you got there.
Oh.
No, I did not. I found this.
Shalom, motherfucker.
I found this actually.
Shalom.
No, I found this actually just lying around. I thought it was kind of cool,
It was on the floor. Garbage picker.
and so I took
It was
it.
outside or like it was.
No,
in
that's
your
my
building?
job.
Oh, that's your job.
Star David.
Yeah, thought it was kind of cool, so I picked it up. That's all.
End the story.
Yeah, that's really it. End of story. End of story. It really is it. So
Oh man, I thought it was cool. So I picked it up.
Alright.
I'm carrying it around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no orange juice story. Don't ask me about sweat. Don't ask me about any of that shit.
Damn.
Because it's not gonna happen.
Disappointed.
Dude, we could just do orange juice without your permission the way you did that second poem without our permission last time.
That's totally fine. But it's not gonna happen.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know, it's not gonna happen.
Alright, man.
That's what's gonna be said.
That's how you feel, man.
So,
Because it's copyrighted.
one night,
It's copyrighted.
one
The
day,
orange juice story, TM. It's like,
Reese was at his house, all alone. Or it's not alone, he had company. But he was, I'm just gonna start it off. I'm not gonna finish it, just gonna start it off. He was
He's
sitting.
Don't turn it off, dude.
Okay, alright.
If you ruin it,
He was
we're here for
sitting-
nothing.
No, see, this is bullshit.
At his computer.
No, actually, this is bullshit.
What?
So, okay, fine.
Alright, so all I'm saying is the beginning. He was sitting at his computer. He had headphones, a computer, and a box of orange juice. That's how it starts. I won't finish it because Derice is a sensitive little.
No, because if I'm not mistaken, the deal was you guys were supposed to tell a good story
Yeah, but there's no,
equivalent.
like, story that's
Well, then,
Oh, how about this?
See, that's a problem.
How about
Equivalent to the
this?
orange
You
juice
tell
story.
a story about us equivalent. We're telling a story about you. Tell a
no,
story about us.
no,
Oh,
that's
well,
fine.
I don't. That's your. It's your.
You-
That's
it-
your responsibility to come up with a story about us.
No, it's my responsibility to tell the story.
No,
it's
it's not.
your
You
responsibility
don't have to tell the story.
We'll tell it.
No,
you
because
don't have to tell the story.
trust me, you're going to say something. I don't even know why we even get into this. We're not talking about it. Put it like that. Point blank. Story's not being talked about.
One day, there will be a day where it's just me and Micah recording.
Yes.
And on that day,
we will tell the story.
The orange juice story will be told.
And we will laugh. That is literally the funniest story I have ever heard in the history of stories.
It's actually not that funny.
It is. No, why it's so funny? I think if it had happened to anybody else, it would be funny, but it wouldn't be as funny. The fact that it's you, Doris, is just like I can see it happening.
The Reese show.
I don't see that happening to anybody else.
No,
I'm sorry.
I don't.
Just the details. I'm just like.
I don't. I'm like, yeah.
like this could easily have been avoided. Like it could have easily been avoided. Yo.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is that I'm sure somewhere deep within you both, you have certain stories that may seem.
I've gotten caught, but never in the. I've gotten caught. Doing some wild shit.
I've busted my ass in front of a bunch of people.
Exactly.
I mean,
I've gotten caught doing something, but never as bad. Like yours is the worst I've ever heard.
Like that time, I was smoking weed in my room. All right, what happened was.
And your mom came in.
Yeah, I usually wait for my mom to go to sleep, right? But it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta wait for her. She's all the way over there on the other side of the apartment. I'm over here. I'm stupid me. I didn't lock my door.
Yeah.
So I was like, doing the bong, sitting there in my chair watching TV. All of a sudden, I see the door open, and she walks in, and I'm like,
with the bong in
she's
hand.
like, what are you doing? I'm just like, it's just for the summer, Mom. It's just for the summer.
It's just for the summer, Mom.
She walked out, man. And she walked out. I never heard about it again.
It's just a summer phase, Mom.
It was just a summer thing. Don't even worry about it. It's not gonna happen in September, October, November.
5 years later, he still has a bog.
It's
a long summer thing, bro.
Hey, but
Mom, it's just a summer thing that's gonna turn into a fall thing, and then a spring thing, and a winter thing.
But the funny thing is, like, I was so reckless. I didn't lock my door, and I didn't check if she was asleep. I was just fucking
funny. All right, he told a funny story. Now it's your turn, bro. No? Okay. Anyway, I was telling you about the movie Child of God yesterday, which is funny.
Yeah, you told me about that.
It's a movie Franco's doing about like this serial killer who's also necrophiliac who likes to like.
It's a comedy?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was a comedy.
It's like a serial killer who likes to kill people and then fornicate.
Any kind of person, a dude or just women?
I think he kills everybody, but obviously I think he only has sex with the dead women that he kills.
Okay.
And I was thinking like we don't like it was funny because you were just saying like, hey, what type of person actually like kills people?
Yeah, I was like,
what that person actually like?
No, because I had seen a movie that was similar with Elijah Wood, where he kills the women and he cuts their heads, like the top of their heads.
Or some shit
No, Maniac.
Maniac.
He cuts the heads off and he puts it on mannequins. He talks to mannequins.
Whatever. I'm
just like, that's normal. I like people do that.
Yeah, compared
Who
to
the hell kills the body and has sex with the body? What kind of a sick
person
sex
does with a dead body, right?
And then we're like, yo, wait a minute.
We know a sick person who does that.
This guy right here.
Doris. Kill somebody?
Not kill
somebody.
But you have said you would have sex with a dead body. And you won't go back on that. Like, usually when he says something wild, I'd be like, I was just joking. You don't go back on that. You're dead serious.
There's a hypothetical saying.
Hypothetical is, if Michelle Rodriguez is dead, would you have sex with her? You said, yeah. Just a shrug.
First he said he would practice necromancing. He would do some magic first, try to bring the body back to life, and then if that wouldn't work, so they're like, oh, well,
oh God,
what else am I gonna do?
Oh my God.
And now that we're done with the Doris section of the show,
oh my God,
maybe back to anything normal.
I like this.
Any superhero?
Oh,
talk about the movies that they're gonna release for DC. I don't know if anybody seen the list.
I think I didn't look at it. I heard about
Planning on Flash.
They're planning on a Flash movie?
Wonder Woman. Planning on a Flash and Green Lantern team-up movie.
Now, are those movies going to be... Hold on, they're coming out with a Flash movie first and then a Green Lantern team-up movie?
I think they're going to just do a team-up movie. I didn't see a Flash. I just see Flash and Green Lantern team-up.
I have no faith in that.
They are going to do Man of Steel 2. Which is weird.
That is weird. Are they going
Because I thought this was supposed to be Man of Steel. Apparently not.
So, are they going to, you can't be angry at that. I know he was angry about that. Is that coming out after Justice League or before Justice League?
After.
Yeah.
Man of Steel 2 is coming out after.
And the Batman is
it's going to be Batman and then Justice League. And then the rest are going to come out afterwards. Yeah. Wonder Woman. They're going to do a new Batman with Ben Affleck.
The only reason that I don't like that... I
told y'all. Y'all didn't want to hear me. Y'all didn't want to listen. Oh, Ben Affleck. I'm like, dude, he's going to be Batman. He's going to probably do a Batman movie.
And the problem with that is that they literally went the Marvel route in that they went the capitalistic route in that, hey, let's squeeze as much money as we can out of this.
Shazam they're doing. I heard Shazam.
Yeah, I know. They're coming out with all these solo movies that I think...
I mean, it's just a rumor. I don't know if they're gonna try. They are gonna come out with these movies, but
they should just do Justice League. Just do Justice League from now on. Just put all your resources in coming out with good Justice League movies from now on. I think that's what they should do. I don't think they should come out with all these. Like, you want to come out with one solo movie?
Yeah, there was no sign of Justice League 2. It was just like Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and then Wonder Woman, Shazam, Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Man of Steel 2. There was no sign of a Justice League 2. So I don't know.
They don't need to show that yet.
What, Justice League 2?
Yeah.
I don't think they need to show all these other movies coming out before Justice League 2.
I mean, I could deal with
And my thing is Shazam going to be in Justice League? Because if he's not, why are you gonna?
Supposed to be. I could deal with the Green Lantern, Flash, like those type of. because they do deserve some type of solo, And
at least it's not just solo. They're teaming up though.
No,
it's not. And they're teaming up.
That was a shitty abomination.
Yeah.
But it was still his movie.
But it was a shitty abomination that did not link into this
happened.
era of.
Yeah, that never happened.
League. So, I mean...
that Green Lantern never happened.
It didn't. Flash deserves... I'd say,
He's going to have his own TV show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're doing the team-up. The Green Lantern and Flash team-up movie.
I think they should do that.
I mean, if they could do that, just, like, team up, like, two... Yeah. And have their own movie. Okay, you could do that, but, like, them having their own movie, unless it's before Justice League, I mean...
After, I don't know.
After, I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I already saw him in Justice League. He got his own TV show coming out.
But, well, what do you call it? What about you guys saw did you see the Ninja Turtles trailer?
I didn't see the second one.
I must say, like I said, I don't like what they did to Shredder. I don't care what you say, Micah. I don't care if you're saying I'm...
robot?
I don't care if you're seeing... Let me just... I know you say, fanboys. I was like, you know what? I am a little upset. I am a little upset, okay? First of all, Shredder did have a couple of knives coming out of his hands. He did that. He did have that. Okay. But he didn't really need it because he was a fucking kung fu master.
Yeah, but I don't remember seeing him do kung fu. I remember him actually using his knife.
Him and Shredder knew each other in the past.
I know, but I'm saying I don't remember while he was a villain.
He was doing kung fu shit.
But he was also using the knives to attack him.
He was. I mean,
that was his main attack. Is just slash. I mean, his name's Shredder.
Yeah, but he's just not a normal business guy in a big ass fucking armored.
No, but remember he was talking to somebody. I don't think
he's just a regular white dude.
No, but
he's a white guy.
He's a white guy.
No,
remember from Dark Knight in the beginning with Joker.
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
we know what guy you're talking about. What I'm telling you is,
the guy that with the shotgun.
Yeah, him. That's Shredder.
He's a white
guy.
Dude, wasn't he talking to some other guy in the shadows? Maybe that guy's Shredder. Some guy in the shadows.
Apparently, from what I heard, he is Shredder.
He's Shredder? Okay. Well, I don't care. I really don't. I'm sorry. I understand you
That's
care.
you, man. I care,
I don't
man.
care because
I don't want my childhood to be
Here's
ruined.
the thing about
Fucking.
Here's the thing.
So knives are just flying out of his hand.
Yo.
Like, what the fuck is this, Transformers?
Here's the thing.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Here's the thing
the problem with this movie.
What's the problem, dude? I'm
It's a
sorry.
Michael Bay movie.
I'm sorry. Was the original Ninja Turtles some
Great.
cinematic masterpiece?
It was great.
loved
Both of them, actually.
First one and the second one.
I did not like the
Dude.
third.
Third one was alright.
Dude,
I could
but
deal
yeah,
with the
first
third
Ninja
one.
Turtle was alright. It was okay.
First one
But
was great.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that fucking Steven Spielberg or fucking David Fincher isn't doing this movie. Like,
I wish
I'm
you
not-
want Steven Soderbergh to do this fucking movie?
I'm not asking
Like,
for.
what,
I'm not asking.
What do you want?
I'm not asking for a fucking.
You want a real
a deep story.
You want Christopher Nolan doing this movie? Like,
That would be
I'm
phenomenal.
saying. I mean, yo, that'd be
That'd be pretty good. That would be a
Nolan
pretty.
doing Ninja Turtles.
That would be pretty good.
Yo, the first one was like they had some dark elements. The first Ninja Turtle movie.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
What
If you
dark
kind of,
elements?
yo, it had some like.
They ate
It was-
pizza.
I know,
They
but
only
then,
ate pizza.
like the feel of the movie, it felt like a little more like darker.
Yeah, the second one was more.
The second
poppy,
one was more like
yeah.
for kids.
Yeah.
The first
It
one
had
was just a little
Vanilla
more
Ice in it,
darker,
goddammit.
just like not like fucking crazy dark, but it just
They
like
made fun of themselves because remember at one point they're like, "What are they, aliens?" And then Megan Good is like,
Yeah.
"No, that'd be stupid." So they made fun of themselves. Remember in
Yeah.
the beginning, the idea was them to
she's
be
like,
aliens.
no, they're ninjas. Or
That'd
some
be
shit.
stupid. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
that'd be stupid. They were aliens. They're ninjas. They're turtles. They're turtles.
Yeah, because
That'd be
when
stupid.
when
they
we
first
got
decided
when
to
we
do
got a
it,
whiff of them being aliens,
everybody
motherfuckers
wild
like,
out.
what? Aliens? They're just gonna be called Ninja Turtles, and they're gonna
For
be
no
aliens.
fucking reason.
The fuck? Like, kind of shit is this?
I mean, I think personally it's gonna end up.
I mean,
being
the action looks good and
reasonably
the turtles
good.
look good. I just don't like Shredder. That's the only problem I have with the
I
film.
have a problem
is
about
I don't like
this
the
thing.
Shredder.
I
And
don't
Megan
understand why
Fox-
they
Megan
don't.
Fox as April
Nah,
O'Neil.
I think she's actually perfect for that role. I think
acting
so.
wise, acting wise,
Acting wise, yeah, we should.
Come on,
acting,
son.
who cares about the acting wise?
care.
No, I
Who
think she's
cares?
actually fine for that role. I have no problem. I think she
acting
fits.
wise, yeah, we should have got
She actually
Amy
looks
Adams.
like she
Yo,
looks.
that would
or-
be great. That
or-
would be, yo,
or-
Amy Adams as
or
April
maybe,
O'Neil
or
is
maybe
actually
Kate
good.
Winslet, or maybe we could have got.
Amy Adams is actually
No,
pretty good though.
Kate Winslet's
She's a
not
great
bad.
actor, but this project is above her, dude. She's not going to do.
She's not above her. Don't
it's
say
not.
that.
Turtles.
It's not above
Not
her.
above her.
Dude.
She did Superman.
Dude, the last movie I remember her doing where I could be like, yo, like this is a movie she did that was funny, but I don't
Didn't she
see-
do a Muppets movie?
maybe, but that's
That's-
for kids. Like
This is not.
it's for kids too.
This is Ninja Turtles.
This is not for kids.
oh,
Okay.
I mean it is, but not necessarily. It's not only for kids, but that's not the point. The point is that. Like, you're asking for a serious actor to play April? Like, really? We
I'm
get
not
a serious
asking.
actor?
No, I'm not asking for a serious actor. I'm asking for a little bit better of an
Who
actor. than Megan Fox.
cares?
I thought her and
cares?
Michael Bay even like each other.
Yeah, that's what she called him, Hitler.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused. Like, we really need to work. Like, come on. Like, we're nitpicking at stupid shit to me right now. Because
Not really.
I don't
No.
think it
This
matters.
is. Listen.
April,
This happened the
why
other
does
time.
April? Does she even? What's April's last name?
O'Neil.
You're like, how the fuck do you know that?
Because-
That's mad. That's
Yeah.
common sense. April
that's
O'Neil.
common
That's
sense.
common
Who
sense.
cares?
Now we know he's not a fan of the Ninja Turtles. That's why
not.
he's going
I like
off.
the
He
Ninja
really
Turtles,
is.
but
That's
I'm
why
not-
he's going
I'm not
off.
a big like. I don't.
That's why he's
I'm not
going
a
up.
big fan.
Now-
I know
now
who April
the truth,
is.
The truth comes out.
I
You
know
didn't
who
even know her
Shredder-
last name.
You know what?
April
You know what?
O'Neil.
All I'm saying
Common
is.
sense.
All
Why
I'm
is that
saying.
common
April
sense?
O'Neil. It's the
That's
easiest
common
name to
sense?
remember. Yes.
That's common
It's-
sense?
Come on,
Listen,
son.
all I'm saying.
That's the
Tell me,
easiest
do they
thing
have
to
Jason?
Casey Jones?
Casey, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think. Maybe they'll bring him in.
He
but I
has to
haven't
be.
heard
I
about
think he's gonna
Casey
show
Jones,
up.
the guy with the
Yeah,
the hockey
mask.
mask.
Okay, yeah.
Her boyfriend.
it. April. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her boyfriend.
Dude, listen.
Personally, I think I am gonna go see this movie. I do look forward to seeing this
I don't know
movie.
about seeing it in the theaters, paying $15 for it. I don't know about that.
I think I may
I don't
go.
know about that.
Might go see it.
But
Cause there's 2 more movies I'm spending my
I
money
couldn't
on.
wait.
I'm spending my money on 2 more
Yo,
movies.
like, it's just like, are we really talking about
I
this?
just
No,
don't think
me
that
personally,
matters.
I'm spending my money on 2 more movies.
What's that?
That's gonna be one of them, and it's a toss up
movie?
between Guardian of the Galaxy or Planet of the Apes.
That movie.
Yo, Planet of the Apes. This should have been the Planet of the Apes that came out before fucking James Franco Planet.
I
of the
thought
Apes.
Nah, I think
I
that was
like
pretty
it.
good.
I
I
did not
like
like
that. I
it.
like
I
that
did not
personally.
like it.
That's a great way to introduce.
I thought it was alright. What I
The
don't like,
main character.
what I don't like is the fact that James Franco's not going to be in this movie.
But why?
Yeah.
But it makes sense
No,
why
it doesn't
he's not.
because it brings to me that brings they should have kept that storyline going.
He could have died.
He did die. They say.
Yeah.
They say he did die, but they should have kept the storyline going with basically Caesar and him.
But didn't they say a lot of people didn't like
going.
James Franco in that movie? I heard a lot of people saying that he didn't really fit in that movie or some shit.
His character in the movie had a deep connection to Caesar, and I think they should have kept that going with this.
But no, because remember, this is not. This is not about human.
But when he's looking at
it's really about
when Caesar when Caesar's looking at a camera, he sees.
But at the end of the day,
he sees James Franco when he's teaching
he's teaching him.
In the movie,
he feels he starts feeling like sorry and sad and all that.
Because Caesar, the ape, is looking at a camera.
What in the movie coming out right now?
Yeah, and there's a scene where he's looking at a camera, and it's when James Franco was teaching him and shit.
Okay, but my point
is the only thing
is that like they should have made it where James Franco has to go up against Caesar. Basically, they should have made that happen. I think that would have been a good. I think. I mean, at the end of the day,
but James Franco wouldn't go up against.
He had no choice at that point.
No, I think
he probably would try to help him. He literally did.
This new white dude is trying to help Caesar though.
Well, the white dude.
Oh, the one that he walks into the woods.
Yeah,
and he's like,
Jason Isaacs.
I guess that's his name. He's trying to help Caesar, and Gary Oldman's trying to kill the apes.
Yeah.
Jason Isaacs or somebody else. But Gary Oldman's trying to kill the apes, and the new white.
This guy is trying to we shouldn't kill him. We could, I guess,
work with them
or
whatever.
But no, it makes sense that they're trying to kill because they're the reason why everybody's dying.
They're not the reason why.
No, isn't it a virus?
The virus. It's not them. It's the virus they created. It's really the humans extincted their own race.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
They were just like, we're just apes. Like,
exactly. We're just apes. You niggas died.
You niggas experiment. We just apes. Want to eat a banana and hang off shit hang off trees and shit.
That movie Snowpiercer. That movie they said is really good.
With Chris Evans. I heard. Yeah, it got a 9.2 now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
I heard it was
a movie that's coming out in theaters.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be really good.
What is
it's a sci-fi movie. It's like apocalyptic end of the world, and it's like
movie.
They're all on a train, but basically 99% of the people on the train are on the back end of the train where everything sucks, food is scarce, all that other shit, and it's basically a class warfare kind of thing, where the people in the back of the train, the poor, destitute ones, are trying to get to the front of the train.
This entire movie is people on a train.
It is, yeah.
I don't think I've seen the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer.
It is.
You know,
but I think you need to see the trailer. I think that's what you need.
Speaking of post-apocalyptic movies, I had seen a movie a while ago, with Cuba Gooding Jr. Right? Forgot what it was called, but it was science fiction. I'm thinking I'm gonna see Cuba Gooding Jr. on a spaceship and shit blowing up and stuff like that, right? The movie is there's they're trying to have people not have sex because diseases and shit, and it's there's just a lot of law in the movie. Turns out the movie's a fucking romance between Cuba Gooding Jr. and another girl, and throughout the whole film, I'm thinking where are the fucking lasers and the fucking spaceships and shit? It was basically just the
what you just told me. What you just explained to me, I could have went out without hearing for today, and I'd have been fine.
Yeah, I'd have been fine. Well, you know what? I had to see the fucking movie.
So basically, the movie sucked.
It basically, because there's a revolution.
You could have not told me about.
There's a revolution, underground revolution, trying to help.
And I've been fine.
Everybody get healthy from a sickness and shit.
I don't like anything
from AIDS. Unfortunately, and I'm watching. I'm like, this is a fucking romance.
Anything that Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in sucks.
No.
Yes. No, early Cuba Gooding Jr.
No, I'm talking about recently.
Recently.
Yeah,
no, but this was 90s Cuba.
This was
90s Cuba.
So 90s Cuba sucked also.
No.
Name me. Hold on. Name me.
Pearl Harbor was. You really
name me.
Pearl Harbor was
that was better
guys,
than
guys,
most of his fucking movies.
Name me four.
I didn't like the way they made it into a romance between
name me.
But that wasn't 90s Cuba.
Name me four good Cuba Gooding Jr. movies. Four.
Judgment Night.
Wait, is that the one where they get chased in the
buildings? They get chased.
That is a really good fucking movie.
I never saw that.
You never seen that?
That's that actually is a good movie.
He's Jeremy Piven's in it. Yeah. What's that guy's name?
Is it the same guy that was?
He was in Amazing Spider-Man. The guy who played the cop. Dennis Leary.
Okay, all right. You got Judgment Night. Next.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Got that. Next.
I gotta think, man. Cuba.
Gotta think, huh?
Oh, Men of Honor that was in the 90s. Men of Honor with Robert De Niro. You ever seen that?
Oh yeah,
that was
movie.
a great movie.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Radio was pretty good.
Radio. Whoa!
Radio
What?
wasn't bad.
What? What? What?
I don't have a problem with it.
What? Yo, Radio was horrible.
That wasn't. No, that wasn't
Oh
actually.
my God.
That actually wasn't bad.
Cuba went full retard for that one.
He went full retard, yo. You never go full retard.
Yo,
No, I'm not giving you Radio. Give me
No, the radio actually counts,
no,
dude.
You're
Actually,
not getting Radio.
You're getting majority vote.
There's other
radio
movies I see. I just gotta remember them.
Dude,
I can't.
Cuba Gooding Jr. A lot of the movies as much movies you've been in, if it takes you this hard to get 4.
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, boom.
Jerry Maguire was good.
All right, Jerry
Boom.
Maguire maybe, yeah.
Boat
I never
trip.
seen Judgment Day, so I can't judge
Judgment Night. Yeah, Judgment Night was good. You should check
Boys
it
in
out.
the Hood. You got
Men
basically
of
that,
Honor.
but anything recently you come out with, they all suck.
Hello.
They all suck. Reese is on the phone right now.
Reese is on the phone with
his Pusher Man.
I'm your pusher man.
Boop, boop, boop. I'm your Pusher Man.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Pusher.
How far? Wait. No, you said Spring Mercer. Because Broadway Lafayette would be closer for me. That's the thing.
Yo, Game of Thrones, the way it ended.
Yo.
Pretty good.
Oh my God.
Pretty good.
You gotta wait another full year.
Another full year for Game of Thrones. That really sucks.
Game of Thrones.
That really does suck.
Did you see the end of Fargo?
Cool.
I did. I don't like the way it ended. It's the end of the show, right? That's it. The show's done.
Unless they do another season with different characters, they might do that.
But how? Maybe.
Like what True Detective's doing.
Yeah, I guess.
They could do that.
What? So wait, the show's over?
Yeah.
I don't know if the show's over. They didn't say the show's over.
I don't
but
see how they can.
the story of those characters is over.
I'm very happy.
Why?
Because
It's a good show.
well, you fucking people, now you can jump onto another fucking show.
No, but we don't know if the show's end. I'm saying
Hopefully
the
it is.
character's story is
Hopefully it
over.
is. Fuck the show.
Okay, yo,
Time out.
you gotta leave now.
Did you guys, speaking of Game of Thrones, just a little quick thing. You guys hear about the guy who won the chair?
Oh yeah,
He won a chair. Yeah, he won the chair for the Game of Thrones. Now here's a sad thing.
It's a throne.
Whatever the throne. Now here's a sad thing. The chair apparently is too big to fit in his door.
Yeah.
And fit in his house.
Yeah.
So apparently now it sits in his mother's garage.
And
It's a sad thing.
sounds to me still has the chair in his house.
No, it's not in his house. It's at his mother's house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at his mother's house.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go see mom a little bit more, so he can sit on his throne.
Sad.
That is sad. Cause
They can't just like shave the door down and
Yeah, I'm sorry, but for Game of Thrones, I'll break my door
I
down.
will break the wall down and rebuild it. Get that chair in there, so
and sit down in that chair
Sit down and watch TV
be a dick all day.
Another fun fact.
Just
I didn't know they were talking about it.
Get me some juice.
Bring me more wine.
They have a few
more wine.
You guys know that there's like mad like symbolic swords on there.
Yeah, we know.
Oh,
we know. We've been watching the show for quite some time.
Yeah.
We read a lot of stuff about it, so yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
We know that Kingdom of Heaven's sword is all that. We know that. Lord of the Rings.
I
Okay.
heard. So
we know that.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's cool.
Oh well.
You wouldn't know about it.
Yeah,
really,
too bad you don't watch the show.
That's the coolest thing I know about the show.
Yeah.
I think that might be the coolest thing about the show. But anyway.
You gotta leave now? Is that what just happened?
Yeah, he's on the way.
So what time you gotta leave? Like, what are we doing?
It's already like.
I got to meet him by Broadway Lafayette.
So you gotta leave right now?
He's on his way.
Okay, all right. So, you're not gonna do a poem.
Oh, yes,
because,
I am.
No, because you did.
Yeah,
you did two
you did
last
two,
time,
so
you don't get a poem this time.
What? No.
You did. Yeah, you
You
did.
did
dude.
two. You
Hold
did
on.
two last time.
You did two last
That
time.
counts.
Okay.
To this one.
And then you also gave a preview to my story. So what I'll do is
Okay.
I'll do a short poem, and I'll call it a day.
Short better not mean like fucking a paragraph. A fucking novel.
Dude, look, give me a verse.
Better not be a
Okay.
memoir.
All right. This is from the series Strolling with Death.
No one cares.
Another series. Jesus.
Can't
Can't you just give us a regular poem that's not from the series? Just
Exactly.
No, because I
random
put these
poem?
all in series now.
Oh, now they're all in series.
Because nobody's keeping track of any of these series. He has like a bunch of series. He doesn't even keep track of all his fucking series. How many series you got? You know, now.
I have right now. I'm pushing on a new one called Summer 014.
He's asking you how many series you have.
Quite a few.
I don't know.
I'll say honestly.
And each series has a certain amount of poems.
Exactly.
Each series has 12.
What?
And he doesn't know how many poems, how many series he has.
I have at least 8 to 10. Okay, Earth. Death's Plea. I live always believing the world.
Another thing, sorry.
And
but the way you read, I'm sorry, but the way you read your poems.
Yeah, we've told him this. He's not gonna listen to us.
Anyway,
I'm just saying. I saw a poem this week about this guy where he's talking about like I saw a poem and the way they do it, yo, they're so animated.
It's like
and they're like
Saul
mad
Williams.
into it.
Yeah.
Like this guy was talking about like he did a poem about his nephew and he was like the way his nephew calls him like uncle. He was like mad into it and shit. Like the way you do your poem is just like you're high. You're like so this is called the Winterfell poems about
Speak up, we can't hear you.
You ever listen to the radio?
NPR?
And you hear those
NPR?
guys.
Talking about NPR? Yeah.
No, not NPR.
Yeah, that's basically what they sound like on NPR, though.
Okay, well, that's fine. Alright. I always lived believing the world and inhabitants were one and the same. But with that came the belief that death with a touch could change all that seems true. Once that moon arrived and the sun slipped away like it died, I couldn't help think, if the sun can die, why not I? This is the beginning of a young man becoming desensitized by lies and certain ties to societies involving third eyes and the MK Ultra of the mind. I, lost in the wonders of mind, captured by the slowing down of time, glance over to see death at its most beautiful. Though the wind cries the tears of Maries, watching the man who taketh life embrace it, a sight only appreciated by the gods and those who understand. He turns to me and sorrowfully says,
Pretty long.
Words do not capture my time on this planet. I have seen the stars fall and the moon drop from the heavens. I have watched the Father give birth and in return make a man of stone feel what it means to hurt. But it is this, staring into the flower, this life I cannot take. I cannot bear such a loss.
I told him that paragraph.
As I look confused, he grew upset. He must have felt. All I've learned, and yet I am still human.
But yeah, how does a father give birth?
All I know is this is not the definition of short.
This is not the definition of short.
The blunder of his mistake. Do you see that flower over there, enjoying the peak of its life? To the left of me grew a rose, soft pink in its color, reminding me of a thing I loved. This paper you can crumble up and make a ball. This ball represents the nothing of life. The nothing... Wait, let me finish. The nothing that most people see and doesn't care to see what becomes of it. But after you throw that ball into the water, it eventually spreads out, blossoming like the flower that I observed from afar.
No, it doesn't. It just sinks.
Paper. I don't think paper spreads out in water.
No, there's a. I don't even know why. I'll explain it after. Do you see how life works? Do you see how such a thing breathes unto itself a life worth living?
Oh,
Unlike, he kneels at the beauty of the garden we stood in.
What?
He couldn't grasp the notion of the people, the dominating species, throwing away the world that was given to them. It baffled him, as well as I, because he was right. I stepped down to be a clown, a walking time of movement of sound. I tried to console, but he shrugged my hand off. Now you, more than the rest. I hope this time will do you justice, but forewarn. The world does not believe what seems to be an
Oh, he still got more. Yo, you took so long that somebody else is calling you right now. Jesus, man.
Anyway. Okay. Before warned, the world does not believe what seems to be an intellectually form of harm. They will think you are crazy, possibly insane. Know this now, so in time you will understand. But before I could retort, I was awoken in the hospital. Death was nowhere in sight.
That was long, man.
Yeah,
that was not a short one.
That's not short. I don't know.
And you know it wasn't short before you started reading.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's short.
It's not short at all. Yo, quick question. One, what the hell are we talking about? I crumple up a paper ball.
Okay,
Look at this ball.
All right,
There's nothingness of life.
All right.
I throw the paper ball into the water.
This is from a scene. This is from a scene from the movie Adaptation with Nicolas Cage, right? There's the lady that he's writing a story about. She meets a guy.
Nick Cage is so awesome.
Yeah, she meets this guy.
I googled Nick Cage gifs. I got some funny memes with Nick Cage.
Oh,
hilarious,
yeah.
Yo.
Right. She meets this guy, and he shows that there's a scene where he crumples up a piece.
You ever seen Nick Cage in Snake Eyes?
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
You ever saw him in Snake Eyes? Yo, him in Snake Eyes is so, his acting is so bad. So bad.
Oh my god.
So bad, yo.
He's actually a genius at what he does.
I'm a vampire. I'm a
genius.
vampire.
No, he actually is a genius at what he does. But no, anyway. So it's a
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q.
Where's that from?
Yo, go on YouTube and just look at the Nick Cage goes off on movies.
Oh, wait, it's like
and then
a
I
bunch
forgot
of
what
them.
movie he is, but he's just like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U Z.
Wait, he does that in a movie scene?
In a movie scene.
That's Nicolas Cage for you, though. He's a great actor, though. I will not deny him that. But anyway, this a Japanese paper ball
Origami?
No, not origami.
What's a Japanese paper ball?
It's some paper ball they're talking about that when you use it, you put
paper
it in water.
Balls have nationalities.
There's something. That's
could be a Japanese paper ball.
Dude, this is from the movie.
Is it special Japanese paper?
Could you
guess.
be an Alaskan paper ball?
I don't know. It's from the scene of the movie.
What's the texture of the paper? Is it
I
rough?
do
Is
not
it like loose leaf
remember.
paper or
Could you
computer
be like
paper?
a Nigerian paper ball?
Time out. If anybody wants to see this scene,
Is it like
is in
construction paper?
Adaptation with Nicolas Cage, where the lady is talking to her
Is
boyfriend.
there such a thing as a Portuguese paper ball? Or a
Anyway, the
Brazilian-
paper ball,
paper for
Brazilian
the
Brazilian
paper
paper
ball is
I think there's
representing
paper for, like,
of
each
how
country
much
got
people
their
do
own
not
paper.
care
Yep.
for it. And once you throw it in the water, the paper, it spreads apart. It's like a flower, a certain flower that you're looking for throughout the entire movie, which is actually what Nicolas Cage is writing about. It's based upon her book. So that's where I got it from. The idea of this flower and the paper ball is inspirational, so I use that.
Anyways.
Yeah. Fathers give birth?
I mean, God.
God gave birth.
Kinda. Think about it.
No, what God did is say, "Let there be people," and they just came out.
It's not really giving birth.
That's not birth.
Birth is like having something come out of your vagina.
That's magic. That's not birth. That's magic.
Well, you can take the word birth and use your imagination.
I don't know about that.
Because you're still technically giving life.
Through
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, but yeah, still.
I don't believe in magic, so
Well,
yeah.
apparently Doris believes in necromancy.
Yep.
Doris knows about magic.
And apparently paper balls have nationalities, man. I did not know that.
Dude, listen.
I would like an Italian paper ball
So we've learned a lot from Doris. Doris is converting
to Judaism.
to Judaism.
Not converted to nothing.
We learned that
He's going to
there's
be reading the
paper-
Kabbalah.
Yep, there's paper that has nationalities.
Nationalities. Fathers can give birth.
Fathers can give birth.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, so
We're
just gonna end the show.
We're going to end the show right now.
Suck this cock!
Why? Yo, I'm trying to figure out why.
How do you go from talking about